what's happened to the people in this country today. They have been brainwashed by a disease called media. They blindly accept what they were told on the 6 o'clock news. They are too busy watching rubbish on TV instead of actually doing research and finding out the actual truth instead of the lies they are being told. I keep saying I don't watch TV. I just watch the sport now and then. I don't want to see the news, the lies, the propaganda. It's all negative stuff anyway. And I don't want to see these bushfires with forests burned to cinder, houses burned to the ground, cars incinerated. I don't want to see that. But what I have seen this morning is a short video and images of the wildlife, the poor defenseless wildlife in these forests. The sight of seeing koalas in trees, eyes bulging, nothing they can do to protect themselves from these fires, these deliberately lit fires. You know, it brings a tear to my eye. It's not just koalas, it's all these other animals, kangaroos, possums, wombats, even snakes. And not just animals, it's the insect world that keeps our forests alive. It's all being destroyed. Destroyed by whom? I'll tell you who. Like I said, it's not this climate change bullshit. I'll get onto that in a second. It's by the psychopaths, the evil, who control not only Australia but most of the world. They've infiltrated every corporation you can name, starting off from our governments, so-called government. The people in government, they might go in there with good intent, but it doesn't take long for them to be controlled and to be the puppets for these faceless bastards. And it goes to other corporations, and it flows on to everything like the police force, the military, even hospitals. The heads of the hospitals are corrupt. Proof is that, you know, that they can stage things like Burke Street, and the people in the major hospitals go along with it. Not only that, the paramedics. There is not one institution or corporation that isn't controlled by these psychopaths. The media, fully controlled. Their main tool to brainwash the people to believe the lies. You can go on. The bankers, even the fire brigade, the heads of the fire brigade, as we've seen in these press conferences, are fully in on it. You can go on and on and on. We are controlled in every way possible. We are slaves. And the sooner you realise that, let's just go back to this climate change garbage. The hysteria, how many months ago with this Greta Asperger hysteria. Perfect timing with the Spain, Madrid, whatever, get together. Perfect timing for Australia's summer. Perfect timing to bring the country into a drought, to stop the rain from falling. Somehow they've got technology to move the rain away, and that's a fact. It's a piece of piss to create a drought. They've created a drought. The country's there ready to be incinerated. So let's bring on this climate change. Let's get everyone to believe the droughts are being caused by climate change. Let's get the hysteria going. Let's bring on Australia's summer. As soon as we have summer, fires all start at once. All start at once, magically. Then let's push the propaganda that these fires are caused by climate change, because the whole population has been brainwashed to believe this climate change garbage. Let's hide the fact that these fires are deliberately lit, whether it's by matches and petrol or whether it's by direct energy weaponry. It's certain that they are deliberately lit. The psychopaths don't care about lives. They don't care about human lives, animal lives. All they care about is themselves and fucking money, making money. So why are they deliberately lighting fires? Well, there's a few agendas. Of course, climate change is one of the big ones. They want the world to believe that every single catastrophe now is caused by climate change. And let's use this Australia, the guinea pig country. Yes, the guinea pig country. If you want to do anything and start anything, let's try it on Australians, because they'll accept it. You know, fuck Australia. Let's just try everything there. Let's try the terrorism bullshit there. You know, let's try cars driving down pavements and main streets of the city when they don't. I'm not an expert in all this. I'm just going with what, you know, I've picked up over the years, but I ask you to do some research and look into Agenda 21 and Agenda 2030. You can go on the United Nations, the most corrupt organisation in world history. You can go to their website and see what it's all about. We have hit 2020. 2020. 2020 is supposed to be vision. Open your eyes. We are heading into a twilight zone, folks. Their plans are for depopulation like you cannot believe. There's a site where they actually predict Australia's population to go down from 25 million to 15 million by the year 2025. What's that all about? Well, simply, it's a depopulation agenda. What they are doing is they want to build smart cities. They want to get the people off the land. And here is a classic example of what's going on here. This is the southeast coast of Australia where the major fires are. Have a look at this here. That is the fast rail link they want. They want to build this to join up the smart cities, whether they build more cities to have all the people off the land to come and live in these cities, because if you have all these people together, they can be controlled easier, far easier than when they're spread out. So have a look at that. Is that a coincidence or what? Over the years, I keep pointing out the spraying of our skies, chemtrails, geoengineering. And everyone that I talk to says, oh, why would they do that? Why would they do that? Well, he is the reason. He is the reason, because right now, over the years, they have sprayed our skies, and all our forests throughout the country are all covered in toxic metals such as aluminium, barium, strontium, which are highly inflammable. So now, when bushfires start, unlike over the years ago, they just go whoosh, and they just go through towns like you cannot believe. And that's why aluminium melts, glass melts, you know, cars melt. So you just have to connect the dots with what's been happening. I just want to go back to events like Bourke Street, where it was staged completely. Their main agenda there was to create a police state, to create shoot-to-kill laws for anyone that speaks out against the government, because they know if people wake up, it's going to be a revolution, whether it's peaceful or violent. That's why, going back nearly 20 years, the government staged the Port Arthur massacre. Whether they killed 37 people or not, they made believe an innocent person, Martin Bryan, was the murderer. The result of that was confiscating all the guns from Australians. So this has been planned years ago. Why take the guns off Australians? Because, just like they want to do in America now, they've done it in UK with the staged event at Dunblane. In America, they need to take the guns away because they know the shit's going to hit the fan and they need all Americans disarmed. So here, Australia's disarmed. They can do whatever they like now because now they've got shoot-to-kill laws. They've got police just about on every corner now. Everywhere you go, every second car's a police car. It is virtually a police state right now. And I'm telling you, these people who become police, all they are order followers. They will even kill their own family. That's how bad it is. That's how bad they want to keep their jobs. They will not flinch at anyone that approaches them that's unarmed. They, as we speak, they are being trained to shoot to kill. Shoot to kill anyone. Anyone that even speaks against the government and the media lies. Why do you think they've just all of a sudden built a security fence around Parliament House in Canberra? Has anyone ever gone and threatened these politicians in Canberra? No, they haven't. Look at this. A perfect example. A cop standing there. They have built this fence because they know the shit's going to hit the fan soon. They know the people of Australia are going to wake up to what's been happening. These hideous creatures that call themselves politicians will be in there hiding and kept safe by these order followers when the shit hits the fan. So when I mention the psychopaths who are doing this, the governments, the media and whatnot, I'm not talking about here at the heart of the spider's web. These people are out on the outskirts. They're people we can actually see. Those at the root of the web, those here right at the core of the web are the faceless ones. They're the ones that no one can see. The secret societies, the Illuminati, whatever. It'd be great if we can get there and eliminate them. But a good start would be to get rid of the filth that we can see. The so-called politicians, the media, the heads of the police force, the bankers, whatever. All these criminals who are just puppets for these at the core. Hopefully, if that happens, we can get there. People, we're the 99%. The 1% are these people here in the spider's web. We give them the power. They are nothing without us. Let's take away this fake power that we've given these people who have enslaved humanity for God knows how long. It's time to take action. It's time we stood up and did something for our future generations. Let's stop talking. Let's do.